Okay, so this morning we're talking about hurling, not curling, like, on the ice. Hurling.
And not like,
Right.
right. Hurling is a national sport of Ireland. It's around 3,000 years old, and players use a hurl or a hurley, as you see, like that, to move a ball up and down on the field. It's becoming more popular in the U.S., and there's a team in Charlotte.
Leave it to QC Life's Jorge Andres to find it, first of all, and then go out there and get all geared up. You're at Jack Hughes Park in Pineville. Good morning, Jorge.
Good morning, Chris and Mary. I had to put the face mask and helmet on because I saw this ball whizzing right by me, and I can't get fired tomorrow, so with no teeth. I had to show up in full gear. I'm here with Mike Hopewell. He's one of the players, one of the board members for the Red Wolves of Charlotte. Before we get into what this is, what hurling is, first of all, tell me a little bit about the Red Wolves here in Charlotte, and you're holding that hardware for a reason.
Yeah, so the Red Wolves have been an official club for about a year, but there's a core group of us that have been playing this game for about 4 or 5 years. Every year, kind of the season ends in a national championship. This year was held in Denver. We went and we won our division, Junior C, so we're proud of that, and a lot of hard work went into that, and I'm excited to be here with you today.
Now, this is about the passion and love for a game. You guys all have normal jobs, just like everybody else. How do you find the time to not only participate, but then do it at such a high level where you're taking home trophies?
Yeah, and it's definitely an adult rec league, right? We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we allow ourselves to be competitive, and we carve out time on the weekends and weekdays to get together for trainings or stay fit as much as we can by ourselves. But yeah, it's a great group of guys. There's a social element to it as well, and but also adding in the competition is it's a nice, well-rounded activity.
When producer Phoebe and I were chatting about this sport, I thought she meant curling. I thought she meant ice, but this is not ice. This is a little bit of field hockey meets lacrosse meets just a barbaric type of thing, huh?
Yeah, it's a 3,000-year-old sport, and it definitely looks it when you see kind of the the rudimentary equipment you get. It's a small helmet, a pretty flat stick, and yeah, that element kind of shows in the chaos of the gameplay.
So let's go into that. Look at this hurley right here. Yep. This is literally just a chopping axe is what it looks like to me, but this is the main piece that you guys use, yes?
Yep, that's the equipment. It kind of becomes an extension of you as you learn how to play. You need to use it to pick the ball up off the ground, use it to strike, use it to balance it on as you get the ball down the field.
And now if you look at this ball, this is similar to a baseball. This thing, I put the helmet on for a reason, guys, because this thing being welted at you wouldn't feel great.
Yeah, we've all had bruises from getting hit by these. Yeah, it weighs about as much as a baseball, a little bit smaller, and you definitely know when it hits you in the backside.
Now, here in the Charlotte community, when you guys decided to put this thing together, you guys decided to start competing. What got you to say, hey, Charlotte is the place where not only we're going to find players, but we're going to keep this tradition alive and we're going to keep the community involved?
Yeah, we're lucky to be in a region where there's a lot of teams. So there's teams in Raleigh, Greenville, Charleston, Savannah, Knoxville that have had clubs even longer than us. So being able to compete with them throughout the year is definitely one element of this. We can drive two hours down the road and have a really good competition with them, and that helps us prepare for things like nationals.
Now, as you guys look into growing and going up a division, given that you've won that trophy, if there's somebody out there that wants to learn more, that wants to come and practice, that isn't as terrified as I am wearing a helmet already, what's the message you leave them so that they can learn this game that is not so hard to pick up?
Yeah, first of all, Red Wolves HC is our Instagram. You can always reach out to us there. We're always happy if new people want to come try it out. There's no commitment, no financial commitment to come and give it a shot. It is a steep learning curve, right? These are skills that aren't natural for most Americans, so we're encouraging, and we've all been through those first few trainings where it's difficult, but as you learn them, it's really rewarding, and just being part of that supportive team that's going to walk you through that. So yeah, if anyone wants to come out, shoot us a DM, and we'll get you in touch with the info.
No pressure on me at all. I'm going to start warming up. I'm going to start stretching out because the hardware they've collected through the years, the members they've collected through the years, and again, it's in our backyard in Charlotte. Mary, Kristen, it's a fun game of all ages, of all athletic abilities, and of course there's also a social part of it. We'll talk a little bit more about that later on in the show. But again, I'm shaking a little bit in my boots, but I'm kind of confident. Now that you've told me that I can hang it.
Yeah, you're gonna do great. We got faith in you. So if these guys can do it, so can you.
I got this, Kristen. I got this, Mary.
You got this, Jorge. We know you've got it. We've got faith in you too.
Yeah, you pull off the uniform very well, Jorge.